Welcome to Drift Off and Discover, your calm place to unwind as we explore the history of tweezers. Before we begin, a brief note for your safety. Please do not listen to this wander through history while driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you're somewhere you can relax safely and completely. As you settle in and allow your breath to soften, imagine yourself drifting into a quiet space where the small details of everyday life become gentle stepping stones into history. Tonight, we explore an object so familiar that it often goes unnoticed, yet its story stretches across thousands of years. Tweezers. A simple tool shaped by countless hands and countless needs. A tool that has travelled through ancient rituals, scientific discovery, delicate craftsmanship, and the quiet routines of personal care. Let your body grow heavy and comfortable as we wander slowly through time. Picture soft textures, muted colours, and the peaceful rhythm of history unfolding at an unhurried pace. There is no rush here. Only the steady flow of a story that invites you to drift, to unwind, and to discover the calm hidden in the ordinary. When you are ready, we begin. The earliest traces of tweezers appear long before written history, in a world shaped by stone, bone, and fire. Archaeologists have uncovered simple pinching tools made from shells and small stones, shaped by early humans who needed a way to grasp tiny objects with more precision than fingers alone could offer. These early tools were smooth to the touch, warmed by the sun, and shaped by the slow patience of nature. As human communities grew, so did their craftsmanship. In ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, metalworking began to flourish. Copper and bronze were heated until they glowed like embers, then hammered into thin, flexible forms. Among the tools created were early versions of tweezers, their tips narrowing to a gentle pinch. These tools were used for tasks both practical and ceremonial. They helped artisans place fine details into jewellery and assisted priests in tending sacred flames. Imagine the soft glow of oil lamps flickering across polished metal, the air warm and still, the quiet concentration of hands shaping tools that would last for generations. Tweezers were already becoming more than simple implements. They were extensions of human intention, crafted with care and used with quiet precision. As ancient civilisations developed their own customs and rituals, tweezers found a place in the world of personal care. In Egypt, where appearance held deep cultural meaning, grooming was both a daily routine and a spiritual practice. Tweezers made from bronze or copper were used to shape eyebrows, remove stray hairs, and maintain the smooth, clean aesthetic that was highly valued. These tools were often stored in small cosmetic kits alongside coal containers, combs, and delicate jars of scented oils. The tweezers themselves were sometimes decorated with simple patterns or elegant curves, reflecting the artistry of the time. In Greece and Rome, grooming also became an important part of social life. Public baths were places of relaxation and conversation, and tweezers were commonly used to maintain a neat appearance. Roman bathhouses often included attendants who carried small grooming sets, each containing a pair of tweezers with slender arms and finely shaped tips. Picture the soft steam rising from warm pools, the gentle echo of water against stone, and the quiet clink of metal tools being set down on smooth marble. Tweezers were part of this serene environment, used with slow, deliberate movements that mirrored the calm atmosphere of the baths. As centuries passed, metalworking techniques grew more refined. Blacksmiths and artisans learnt to create tools with greater accuracy, shaping tweezers that were lighter, stronger, and more responsive to the touch. Iron and steel replaced bronze, allowing for sharper tips and more durable designs. In medieval Europe, tweezers became essential tools for craftsmen. Goldsmiths used them to place tiny gemstones into intricate settings. Weavers used them to remove stray fibers from delicate fabrics. Illuminators, who created detailed manuscripts, used fine tweezers to position small pieces of gold leaf onto parchment. The workshops of the time were filled with soft sounds, the gentle scrape of quills, the faint tap of metal on metal, the quiet rustle of fabric. Tweezers played a subtle but important role in these spaces, helping artisans achieve the precision their work required. Their shapes varied depending on the task. Some were long and slender, designed for reaching into narrow spaces. Others were short and sturdy, made for gripping small but stubborn materials. Each pair was shaped by the needs of the craft and the skill of the maker. As medical knowledge expanded, tweezers became vital tools in healing practices. Early physicians used them to remove splinters, extract small foreign objects, and handle delicate materials during treatments. These early medical tweezers were often simple in design, but crafted with great care, as precision was essential. By the Renaissance, medical instruments became more specialized. Tweezers were refined into various forms, each suited to a particular task. Some had narrow, pointed tips for fine work. Others had broader ends for gripping small bandages or handling medicinal herbs. Imagine a quiet room lit by natural light filtering through a small window. Shelves lined with glass jars containing dried plants. The faint scent of lavender and rosemary in the air. A physician reaching for a pair of tweezers, their metal cool and smooth, ready to assist in a careful procedure. These tools helped bridge the gap between observation and action, allowing healers to work with a level of precision that fingers alone could not achieve. They became symbols of care, patience, and the slow advancement of medical understanding. With the rise of scientific inquiry in the 17th and 18th centuries, tweezers found a new purpose. Naturalists, botanists, and early microscopists relied on them to handle delicate specimens. Whether placing a tiny insect onto a glass slide or arranging the petals of a rare plant, tweezers allowed scientists to explore the natural world with gentle accuracy. In laboratories filled with wooden cabinets and brass instruments, tweezers became essential companions to magnifying glasses and early microscopes. Their fine tips made it possible to manipulate objects too small or fragile to be touched directly. The atmosphere in these spaces was one of quiet curiosity. The soft scratch of quills recording observations, the faint clink of glassware, the steady rhythm of careful hands at work. Tweezers played a subtle but vital role in these discoveries, helping scientists reveal the hidden structures of life. As scientific tools improved, so did tweezers. They were crafted with finer points, smoother joints, and more balanced shapes. Their evolution mirrored the growing precision of scientific instruments, each advancement supporting the next. By the 19th century, Tweezers had become common household items. They were included in sewing kits, grooming sets, and small tool collections. Their uses were varied and practical, removing a splinter, threading a needle, adjusting a small mechanical part. Each task required a steady hand and a gentle touch. Tweezers were often made from steel, polished to a soft shine. Their simple design made them easy to use and easy to carry. Many people kept a pair in a small box or drawer, ready for whatever small task might arise. In sewing rooms filled with the soft sound of fabric being folded and cut, tweezers helped guide threads through narrow spaces. In workshops where clocks and watches were repaired, they assisted in placing tiny gears and springs. In homes where grooming routines were becoming more refined, they played a quiet role in personal care. Their presence was subtle but constant, a small tool that supported countless moments of focus and care. By the 19th century, tweezers had become common household items. They were included in sewing kits, grooming sets, and small tool collections. Their uses were varied and practical, removing a splinter, threading a needle, adjusting a small mechanical part. Each task required a steady hand and a gentle touch. Tweezers were often made from steel, polished to a soft shine. Their simple design made them easy to use and easy to carry. Many people kept a pair in a small box or drawer, ready for whatever small task might arise. In sewing rooms filled with the soft sound of fabric being folded and cut, tweezers helped guide threads through narrow spaces. In workshops where clocks and watches were repaired, they assisted in placing tiny gears and springs. In homes where grooming routines were becoming more refined, they played a quiet role in personal care. Their presence was subtle but constant, a small tool that supported countless moments of focus and care. In the 20th century, tweezers became closely associated with personal grooming. Beauty routines grew more detailed and tweezers were refined into sleek, ergonomic shapes designed for comfort and precision. Stainless steel became the material of choice, offering durability and a smooth, cool surface. Beauty salons adopted tweezers for shaping eyebrows and refining facial features. At home, people used them as part of their daily routines, often storing them in small cosmetic bags or bathroom drawers. Their design became more polished, with colourful finishes and carefully shaped tips. Imagine a quiet morning light filling a bathroom, the soft reflection of a mirror, the gentle click of a pair of tweezers being picked up, the slow, steady rhythm of a grooming ritual that brings a sense of calm and order to the day. Tweezers had become both practical tools and personal companions, supporting moments of self-care with quiet reliability. As technology advanced, tweezers found new roles in fields that required extraordinary precision. Electronics, watchmaking, and microengineering all relied on tools capable of handling components too small for the human hand. Tweezers were crafted with ultra-fine tips, sometimes so narrow they could barely be seen without magnification. In clean rooms where microchips were assembled, tweezers were used to position tiny circuits. In workshops where luxury watches were crafted, they helped place minuscule gears with perfect accuracy. In laboratories studying the smallest structures of life, they assisted in handling delicate samples. These environments were quiet and controlled. The soft hum of air filtration, the gentle tap of tools on smooth surfaces, the steady focus of hands working with objects measured in fractions of a millimetre. Tweezers had become instruments of modern precision, supporting the technologies that shape the world today. Today, tweezers remain a familiar presence in homes, workplaces, and laboratories. Their design has been refined over thousands of years, yet their purpose remains the same: to grasp, to guide, to assist in the small tasks that require care and attention. They come in many forms: slanted tips for grooming, pointed tips for precision, flat tips for handling delicate materials. Each variation reflects a long history of adaptation and craftsmanship. As you picture a modern pair of tweezers resting quietly on a smooth surface, consider the journey that brought them here. From ancient shells shaped by early humans to the finely crafted tools of today. From sacred rituals to scientific discovery. From workshops filled with the scent of wood and metal to the calm routines of personal care. Tweezers are a reminder that even the simplest objects can carry deep histories. They connect us to the people who shaped them, the hands that used them, and the quiet moments of focus and intention that span across time. As this gentle journey comes to a close, allow the story of tweezers to settle softly in your mind. A small tool with a long and patient history, a companion to artisans, healers, scientists, and everyday routines. A reminder that even the quietest objects have stories worth discovering. Let your breath slow. Let your body sink deeper into comfort. The world around you grows softer, quieter, more distant. You are safe. You are calm. You are drifting. When sleep arrives, let it come gently, like a soft curtain falling at the end of a peaceful day. And as you drift off, know that there will always be more to discover, one quiet story at a time. Thank you so much for sharing this quiet moment with me. If you'd like more bedtime stories like this, then please subscribe now. And if there's a topic you'd love to hear as you drift off, let me know in the comments. Sleep well and be safe.